Hello, I'm Jay Martin Jr., and I'm so excited to welcome you to STG's The Heart of Heritage Storytelling Series. I'm a storyteller, and I love having moments like this, moments where we honor and celebrate the stories that matter. This is the very first edition of the series, and we're kicking it off during Black History Month. Come on now. Today, I'm honored to share the story of Danae Simone. Danae grew up in Seattle's Central District, a neighborhood rich with culture and history, and she's now in a position of leadership at Seattle Theater Group. Her journey of resilience, her experiences growing up in the Pacific Northwest, and her perspective on the city's evolution make her story so powerful and inspiring. Right now, I'm sitting in the historic Moore Theater in downtown Seattle. Ooh, this is so beautiful. This theater, which first opened its doors in 1907, carries a rich history, but also a challenging one. In its earlier days, the Moore Theater was a segregated space. Black patrons were required to use a separate entrance tucked discreetly around the corner from the main entrance. The colored entrance led to the upper balcony, the only area where Black audience members were permitted to sit. But as the civil rights movement swept the nation in the 1960s, theaters like the Moore began to integrate, ending those discriminatory practices. Today, as a Black man sitting in this venue, I am reminded of how far we've come, but also of the work that remains. To sit here where so many before me were excluded is not just significant, it's a reminder of the resilience of our community and the importance of sharing our stories. What was once a segregated space is now a place where all voices can be heard and all stories can be told. That's why I'm so grateful to Seattle Theater Group for creating platforms like this series. This is a moment to amplify voices, to honor the legacy of those who came before us, and remind us of the power of representation. As Maya Angelou once said, there is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you. Today, we share the stories that matter. I'm excited for you to hear Danae Simone's journey, her experiences, her leadership, and her incredible story of resilience in the heart of Seattle. Take a moment, really take a moment to lean in and listen. There's so much power in being seen and heard. Let's celebrate together. It's Black History Month, and I am so excited to sit with you, that being Danae, the great Danae Simone. Thank you for sitting with me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm a big person. I'm a big person on wanting people's voices to be heard, and you hold such a pivotal role here. We are at the iconic Moore Theater, the Moore Theater.
Yes.
And I've been here plenty of times, but now to be able to sit with you is so phenomenal. So thank you for having a conversation
I appreciate
with me.
Yes, with you. Thank you, Jay, for having me.
Oh my goodness.
At one of our historic sites, the wonderful Moore Theater. But it's an honor to be here. It's a lot of respect given to me and support, which is incredible.
Yeah.
I am allowed to cross 3 different departments, and I've never been allowed to just kind of go and learn and be encouraged to do so in a company or an organization. I feel the love and support daily, really.
Wow.
And so I work with our Education and Community Engagement Department.
Okay.
And I'm a stage manager for all of their youth programs.
Beautiful.
Typically, it's right here on this stage.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then I, for instance, am scheduled to work here on Thursday to do crew.
Okay.
And load in for Stomp.
Oh, I'm
The
excited.
production stomp,
Oh, it's
yes.
going to be good.
I know, it's
I saw
I'm
that years
excited.
ago. Oh, it's so good.
Yes,
I'm excited
I'm
for
glad
that.
that it's coming back.
Yes,
and
yeah.
it's exciting to be able to build the set and
And be a
get
part of something.
Yeah, get my put my technical hat on.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
STG is very special to me.
When I think of, historical Black figures, prominent people that have really changed our world and even the world,
Yes.
who have you looked up to, or, somebody that you've admired and been like, you know what, I either want to be like that, or, I want to learn more about that person, or they've inspired you to do what you're doing today?
That's a great question. I've always loved Stevie Wonder.
Okay, now.
I grew up on his music, and knowing at an early age that he signed a record deal, or his mama did, at 11.
Wow.
It was on the top of the charts at 13 with Fingertips. That blew my mind.
Blew out of this world.
I was like, a child
Gifted.
can do that?
Gifted.
Right. And then his music always had love. I'm gonna fight against injustice.
Yes.
It was just always so peaceful and motivating.
But he used the melodies of his,
Oh man. I mean, so early
Yeah.
on, he
Yeah.
was one of the first people that I was always attracted to. What does he have to say? Because I'm interested.
Well, now you're thinking of music, and there's so many different productions that happen on this stage.
Yeah.
What does it mean for you to be a part of Seattle Theater Group?
So much. I feel valued here.
Wow. Wow.
Gonna have a whole moment.
Wow.
When I had an interview, when I got the call after an interview for the Seattle Theater Group, I was under contract with another job. And the person on the other end of the phone said, "We want to offer you the job." Oh my gosh! Thank you.
Yes, yes.
We want you to start. I can't remember, but let's say it's next week. We
Wow.
want you to start next Monday.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this month just started and my contract goes to the end of this month. Oh. I'm not the only applicant.
Right.
And he said, "We'll wait for you."
Wow.
Who does that?
Right.
And to be seen, to feel like you were special enough for somebody to tell you that was incredible.
Wow.
And it obviously still is incredible to me, So I love the Seattle Theater Group
Wow.
because they believed in me.
That's beautiful.
Especially coming full circle with not having the best stage manager.
Right.
Management
Yeah,
experience
yeah.
from the beginning, and then to have the same organization, the powers that be say,
Well,
we see you.
We see you.
Yeah. And even if you don't have everything that we feel like this position could call for, we know that you'll get it.
Wow.
We'll support you, we'll see it through, and you're gonna be all right.
Wow.
That's huge.
It
That's
is
huge
big.
to me.
It's huge.
And I don't know how you could write a better story
Right.
than that. I don't know where I'm going to be, how long I'm going to be, where STG will take me, but in the past handful of years that I've been back as
Yeah.
a full-time employee, it's been fantastic.
Oh.
I love what I do.
Oh my
And to
goodness.
get the support from leadership, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Wow. When you said something, I felt seen, they heard me. And you think about this theater
Yeah.
and the history and us as a people.
Yes.
Years ago, there's a segregated door.
Absolutely.
We sit way at the top,
All the way up.
all the way at the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
And fast forward, you have this emotion of you'll wait for me.
Yeah.
You see me.
Yes.
And at one point, we couldn't even be seen. And so look how far we've come.
100%.
To where now this same space that was like denied
Yeah.
is like, we'll wait for you.
Right. Yeah.
As a black woman.
Honey, I stand on so many shoulders that have helped me get here. Because I didn't do it by myself.
Right, right.
You know? For so many audience members that had to enter this venue from the side of the building, not the front,
the side.
where the masses were coming in,
Wow.
where you should be able to enter the venue. You had to come in through the side. I mean, the door is still there,
still there.
hidden in plain sight.
Yes.
I kind of like that they still have it.
Right, the history.
Don't try to erase the history.
That
History is important.
When I think of doing interviews like this, and you know, we're doing this for Black History, why do you think it's important to have moments like this, showcasing stories? Especially now with you sitting here, you're the first of the series.
Jay!
You're the first of the series.
I don't know what you're doing. Set it off with today, Simone.
Come
I
on now.
appreciate you.
Yeah, but how important is to continue work like this within STG?
It's incredibly important. Storytelling is it. Again, connecting with people.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel so alone. There's nobody else who would understand my plight. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't understand what I went through last year, what I'm dealing with today. And then you hear somebody
Yes. Yeah.
share, open up something that happened to them, and you're like, they are talking my language.
Wow.
Now I feel like I got a boost.
Yes.
I feel like somebody threw me a lifeline.
Yeah.
I have now a little bit of something to keep going,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
It's so important to share stories because, again, the history, you don't want it to get lost.
Right.
So make sure you delve into having conversations with our griots, you know, our elders, our seniors, before they take that information
Right.
to
And
the
then
grave. I think we need to be brought together
That's
more.
good.
And in spaces like this, you can find more commonalities than
Wow.
I think people really think that they have, you know?
Well, I want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you
you.
for sitting with me today. Oh, you
I
crushed it.
appreciate you.